Hey guys, happy days. The Kyosho vs pole incident has been rectified. She's back. The Kyosho mp9 tki4 with the I don't know if it's going to focus. The race spec Alpha Plus. It's a T850 5-port. It's got the pipe and clutch to match. So there's the remnants of the accident. Snapped the top and bottom A-arm in half. There's the top one. This is coming on. Snap the top one clean in half. Snap the bottom one just here clean in half. There's the rest of the bottom one. And snap the pin in half. So now it's back up and running, looking nice and clean. While I had the opportunity and waiting for the part, I pulled it all down and cleaned it. It's looking nice. Can't wait to go out and give it a run. I've just redone all the suspension and all the camber and all the preloads. Done all the oils and the shocks. She's back in action. And, I've got my little HPI bullet with the tractor straw pipe on. Some people might think it's boring, but tuned right and getting the suspension right is it's a fun little truck. You really have to know how to tune suspension to keep this thing upright, otherwise the first corner you go around you're gonna roll over. So I've got 2 degrees on the front, 3 degrees on the back, and same as the ride height, I've got 40 on the front and 42 on the back. The engine's tuned properly, it idles nicely, brakes work good, hits top end perfectly. It's just a fun little truck. I'd recommend it for anyone, whether you're new or you want something fun to play with. And here's me Kyosho Neo that I rebuilt from scratch. It's nearly a 10-year-old buggy. It's just in waiting for a couple of servos. Once they come in, I'll whack them in and it'll get back out there as well. It's been rebuilt to race spec, so it's had all the 3 ring and pinion extra ring and pinion diffs, 3 in all 3 diffs. It's got the second ring and pinion gearing, which it didn't come out with. It's got the anti-roll bars on, which it didn't come out with. It's got a 3 shoe clutch, which it didn't come out with. I pulled it down to every single bolt just to the chassis, cleaned every single bolt, put it back together at the same time I was doing the upgrades, because I didn't need the engine out of the mp9. I put the engine out of my Kyosho tki4 and the pipe into the Neo as well, so it goes a little bit better. And it's the original engine there, which is a KE21R. It's a good beginner's engine. the car was designed originally for people at entry level to get into the sport. It still is a pull start motor, but I'm not too concerned about that. I've got some videos of it going, and it goes pretty hard, in my opinion. You could put the controller in a guy that knows how to drive and tune in someone's hand, and kick ass on them, even if they had top notch, top level car. It's not all about the engine, all the suspension, everything set up perfectly, all the diff oils set up perfectly, all the shock oils are set up perfectly, so all the cambers and the toes and, even the tyre selection. It hooks up and it can handle the power with the, the extra ring and pinion in the diffs, and 3-shoe clutch, and I don't know if you've seen a Kyosho mp9 tki4 run, but the engine pushes along quite good. It's a quick little motor for what it is. For a 21 engine, it gets up and goes, especially for a pull start engine. But I'm not concerned about pull start. I couldn't care if you had to get a bit of hose and stick it up the gut of it and blow it, as long as it started and went hard. All this stuff about, you're going to have a bomb box, or you're a scrub, or you're going to have this, or you're that, roto start for newbies, like, the way it comes out is the way you have to start it, and that's the way you start it. Of course, if you want to go up in the hobby, you have options of, full start eliminators and putting back plates on, but that's what I've got this for. It's got to be started on a bump box. It's no longer the full start engine which I've put into the Neo, and it's tuned perfectly. It starts, it idles. As soon as you get off the accelerator, it drops straight down to a nice idle. It'll sit there and idle perfectly all day until you get back on it. It's smooth through into the power band. I've had it out on a field flat chat, and the pro line, Badlands are ballooning. They look like they're going to come off the rim. So, that's moving to have a set of tape and glued pro lines to balloon that hard. It's a quick buggy, and it's set up. It's set up well. It handles the corners perfectly. I won't keep going on about the suspension, but it's all dialed. I've got the right defaults to my liking. I've got the right suspension oils to my liking. I've got the right engine to my liking, pipe, clutch, servos, and I'm quite happy with the way it goes, the speed it's got, and how the tune is. I can't fault it. So anyway, long story short, the video I posted of the Kyosho versus the pole, that was the happy ending, and now I've just spent the last couple of hours fixing it, and it's up and ready to go again, so look out for some videos. And I've been getting quite a lot of good comments about the HBR, how good it goes, and how it performs. It's makes a big difference when you see an entry-level car that's tuned properly and has the suspension set properly and has the right pipe on it, and the right fuel and the right diff oils and the right suspension oil, and the right cambers and whatnot. You can get them to handle just as well as a buggy if you know what you're doing. And for a .18 engine, I had a few teething issues in the past, but now the thing gets up and goes. I'm quite happy with the amount of speed that I've got out of it. For what it is, I don't expect it to be as fast as a .28 or a 21 or whatever. I'm just happy with the performance that it's got. With the .18, I think it suits the size of the car and the weight of the car, and it pops a little wheelie here and there and jumps quite well, jumps level. It doesn't traction roll to the way it's set up. So anyway, I pretty much have the 3 cars, but my room, I live in a room full of nitro stuff. My room's probably 5 steps by 4 steps, and I've pretty much got a bed, a TV, or my removalist trolley that I pack. Under there I've got 3 luggage carriers that I pack onto the trolley with my toolbox with a car in each, and walk 1.5 kilometers to the nearest spot that I can use these. And that's pretty much my corner with all my spare parts and broken parts and screws and bolts, and there's my bump box, and then under the rags there I've got my compressor for when I get home to blow them all off, clean them up properly. And behind here I've got all my tools and my Dremels and my heat gun, a couple more tools. So sort of my room's 3/4 nitro in a bed, and not having a car to get my cars to run anywhere. It's a mission to get them down there, but I like the sport that much that I'm prepared to go through more than most people would, to be able to run their cars. A lot of people would have given up on it, but I enjoy the hobby, and I've just got back into it in the last few months. Previously I was right into it for around about 8-9 years. It's the first time I've ever been on YouTube in that time, so I'm only new to YouTube and making videos. It's all quite new to me, but anyway, there's the Kyosho fix from the pole incident, ready to rock and roll. So look out for the video. I'll touch us later.